Good evening to you, football lovers, and welcome to Football Intel. It's your boy, your host, Dominion Chooks. And of course, we are here, and I'm here right here with Mr. Victor. Mr. Victor, you're welcome to the show.
Hey, which one?
Maybe it's because of the result of the Chelsea game today. I don't know if I should chop knuckle or I should shake you. All right. All right, to you, our subscribers out there, and now those of you watching this video, we are going to be having an inside look into the Chelsea team, and we want to talk about the tactics of Pochettino, and we want to talk about how this tactics has led the team to where they are now. If it is something that is, taking the team in the right direction or not. And I will not be doing this alone. I have Mr. Victor here with me, which is right here to discuss this with me. So, Mr. Victor,
Yep.
I would like to ask you, look at the poor results from Chelsea in the Premier League game today. It was very embarrassing against Everton. But then, that aside, what do you really have to say about Pochettino's tactics in this team, Chelsea? Because, you look at the inconsistency. We just lost to Manchester United in our previous game. And coming into this one against Everton, we were like, okay, let's see how we can, pick up. But all of a sudden, we're still down again. So what are your thoughts on the tactics of this gaffer?
Okay, let's not, talk so down about Pochettino today, okay? But then, if you go into details of how he plays his football, you find out that he likes attacking. Okay? You can't take that away from him. In fact, Pochettino is that person that wants to spend more on his attacking flanks than the defense. If you go back to check in terms of Tottenham, you find out that Tottenham, we were spending more money in the attack. And yes, midfield, but just the elite. But then, it was so cool for them because they had Harry Kane, they had a Son. So it was just so cool for them. Not until they still even added Richarlison to their squad. And you saw how biting they were.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But then to Chelsea, there's one unique thing every Chelsea fan should note, that Chelsea still has a philosophy.
And what philosophy are you talking about?
And that philosophy is attacking football.
Okay.
That philosophy is attacking football. And that attacking football, they do it in a way that they can also go all out and also go on a counter. If you check the days of Mourinho, you will note that Mourinho was more like a king of counter. When they are going, they go like a fire brigade. They go with vigor. Within 5 seconds, the goal has entered. So quick. And that is also the kind of football he wants to play. But then it comes with a cost. And that cost is defense. For you to be a high attacking team, you need to make sure that your defense is being sorted out. So as he stands, yes, his formation, he loves it. In fact, for the previous 4 games that Chelsea have had, Pochettino has played 4-2-3-1.
As his formation?
Yes. He does not adjust that. He goes all out with his 4-2-3-1. Not minding whatever Chelsea fans are saying or doing. That is his philosophy. So how do they play in that mode? When you have 4, we already know it's all spaced out. Unlike some clubs that will play 3-5 or 5-3. 4, everybody is fully 2, 3, 5 and 6. All doing their basic roles. While the flanks will just be going to overlap and come back. But then, for the 2, which is usually Enzo and Caicedo, you find out that they are supposed to be the fulcrum of the team. But I need to also say this: they are not doing an excellent job. Please.
That's Enzo and Caicedo.
They are not doing an excellent job.
An excellent job in the sense that
because they are not, unlike some super teams out there. Those 2 guys, they should be throwing in those passes in a very smooth and silky way. But you find out that those passes are not coming from the midfield. When you see Let me not mention players here. Are you getting me?
Of course
Or even if we know Enzo, he likes piercing from the center like a hot knife going through butter. He likes going straight, just like Rodri.
Yeah.
I don't want to be comparing players. I don't know whether we have that time. But then I don't see them. Okay, go to the stats. How many chances have they really created
from that position? Yeah.
How many long balls, through passes have they? Yes, some person be like, okay, come on, Chelsea does not really play long balls. I understand, but then long ball I'm talking about is when somebody is out there, you throw it and it gets. When people are attacking long ballers, when you throw the ball and it does not get to the person. But we know there are people that are highly skilled that when they throw out that
accuracy.
When they throw out that ball, it's getting to the person out there.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so back to the 4-2-3-1. Already, when it now comes to the 3, it now become the 3 also looks like they are all attacking players. Okay, but then when you have just like the last game, they had Sterling on the right and Jackson at the center as a 9, playing the real 9.
Yeah.
Not even among the 3. But if you also notice, you find out that what happens today couldn't have also happened if you had a Sterling and a Jackson. Okay. Broya doesn't really, he has not really fit in. I am not seeing that player that is currently worth 35 million pounds. Unfortunately, I'm not seeing. But then, Pochettino is also trying out. He's trying out. But then he does not want to leave his formation. He does not want to leave his philosophy. But then he's trying to mix in player. Palmer today played the 2 position, but the 7 position.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
But, it's really not working for Pochettino. It's sad that it's not working for him. If you also go out and check his philosophy, the other side of his philosophy, aside attacking, is possession football. And Chelsea has been possessing football.
Yes.
For the past 4 games that Chelsea played, they possessed the pitch. The pitch was theirs. Even with the Manchester United game, they were over 50%
possession
against Manchester United.
Yeah,
today, against Everton, they had 72, the average. They had 72% against 28%. Even Brighton, that they lost, right? No, they won Brighton, sorry. It was Newcastle that they lost. They won Brighton and they had possession against Brighton. It was Newcastle that they couldn't hold on to possession. Reason, if you ask me, because the game came like it was a super shocker. It was a super shocker for.
Why wouldn't it be? Why wouldn't it be?
In fact, remember that as the game started, within 13 minutes or so, Newcastle scored the goal, and it
threw Chelsea off balance. It threw us off balance.
So the position did not work. Chelsea were running up and down on that particular day. It was just a bad day at the office for him. Okay, but then Pochettino is a man that he has won. Yes, he has not won titles, but he has won some battles. Okay, as a manager, and some persons out there might not really like his football, but he has chosen that this is his kind of game. And without Pochettino, let's also say this: without Pochettino, Tottenham might not be where they are today. And Lestogu is showing that yes, he has character, he has all that. But then this man has built the club to some extent before Angie came in and took over.
Sorry, can I come in there? When you say built up the club to an extent, what do you really mean by that? Because like, for what I'm getting from what you're saying right now, Tottenham's current manager, yes, we appreciate what he's doing, but you're trying to make me understand that a foundation has already been laid, which is building upon. And you said it was laid by Pochettino. So can you throw more light on that?
Because even before today's game,
yeah,
okay, or even before, let's just keep it that simple. Even before today's game, you find out that Tottenham have already, they've been showing spines, okay, over the time, and Angie was like an icing on the cake. To continue, Angie has also shown that he's an attacking footballer, okay. When he came in, we were like, oh, come on. maybe this guy was going to play the Stoke City kind of football. Okay, everybody go behind and we all attack. But then he came in and started and continued where Pochettino left, as far as I'm concerned. So for Chelsea out there, Chelsea fans should also note that the coach that they have is also a coach that also has hinged the philosophy of the club to his own philosophy as it stands.
Okay, so now moving on from there, now I would like to ask this question. Now, you have talked about Pochettino's tactical approach, especially in all the Chelsea games. Now, normally, when something is not working for you and it seems like you're not getting the jinx out of what you are expecting, is it out of place for you to try to adjust your philosophy? At least try out other things, because this is tactics. Obviously, it has led Chelsea nowhere. I can confidently say that. It has led Chelsea nowhere because we have not even seemed to have learned from our mistakes. And tactically, this is something that he keeps doing over and over. And you know that when you keep doing something over and over, you cannot have a different result. So, is it out of place for Pochettino to try to adjust that philosophy, try to adjust that tactic and try something else and see if it will work?
Okay, persons like Pochettino, if I can equate him like somebody like Pep, these guys are stubborn. Mourinho, stubborn. What they just do is to make sure that they get those kind of players that will play out their philosophy. That is why you see today's a Chelsea player that played the last game is not playing, another person is playing, because his manager is trying out things. And unfortunately for Poch, I don't really make points on these matters, but then Chelsea are also suffering from injuries. But that does not mean that the players that they have right now are not going to do the work. Yeah. Okay, so for him to adjust, his adjusting for me should be based on which player will do the bidding for him. Okay, unfortunately, he's still running around to get the perfect team. Unlike which coach will I mention? The Aston Villa coach has already gotten playing both his pattern and his players.
Exactly. And funny enough, he has incorporated everything into everybody.
The Brighton coach doing the same thing. He has already known how they want to play, and they are maintaining on it.
Yeah.
Who has Fulham? My brother, go easy, man.
Okay. So lastly, before I let you go, now, do you feel if Pochettino continues with this pattern of arrangement, or this playing pattern, or this tactic, and he keeps having the same result and Chelsea are not doing well, do you think his job is likely going to be at risk?
Oh, as it stands right now, his job is at risk. He's at risk. Because what miracle will Chelsea do right now to qualify for Champions League? Oh, but see, come on, how will the fans feel that next season that they will not be playing in Champions League again? It's looking that way. So 16 games gone. If Chelsea repeats what it has played right now, if they repeat, they might not hit 40 points. And 40 points, if you don't make 40 points, relegation zone. So it's a tough time for Chelsea. But then let's see how it goes. My predictions: Chelsea might not make it up to 55 points for the season.
Okay. Hopefully we'll see about that. All right, Mr. Victor, I must thank you so much for being part of this.
Are we ending like this?
So let me just take a seat, please. I'm in attention. I've not been myself since we lost, so I'm just trying to compose myself on this. All right, thank you so much for being part of the program. And to you, our subscribers out there, you can see what just happened here. Amazing discussions. And please, to you that are subscribers there, keep liking our videos, keep watching them, sharing them, and of course, never stop commenting on them, because your comments on the contents we create here in Football Intel help us to know how you feel about what we do here at Football Intel. Till we come your way again next time, I remain your host of Football Intel, Dominion Chuk, saying bye for now.